Namaste. Welcome to your prenatal asana series. We are going to practice Kappotasana or the Pigeon pose today. This asana is usually safe to practice in all trimester, but there are variations to this asanas which can be tougher while practicing specifically in third trimester. As the belly size grows, there can be discomfort to do the certain variations of this asana. So it is not required or recommended to suggest all variations specifically to the women in their third trimesters if there is any discomfort. If the woman cannot maintain the balance in this asana, it's okay to not to suggest this asana at all. And also, even in the first 2 trimester, if it is difficult for her to stretch that long or to have maintained balance in this posture, you can avoid this posture. Otherwise, there are other few conditions. This is a pelvic opening and pelvic stretching asana. So here, any condition where pelvic region should not be open too much, such as pelvic placenta previa, where the placement of the placenta is downwards towards the opening of the cervix. So in that kind of a condition, it should be avoided. If there is a cervical stitch, which is a medical condition in which a slight stitch is given by the doctors at the cervical area to avoid preterm delivery, in such medical conditions, it should not be suggested. Also, if there is a very strong back pain or pelvic pain, in that case also, this asana should be avoided. Otherwise, it's okay to practice this. Also, just being mindful that you don't have to overstretch at any point in time, and also not to overstretch the back at any point in time. Due to the presence of relaxin hormone, the women do not usually get to know in the pregnancy when they are overstretching, as their muscles are usually relaxed as compared to prior to prenatal phase. So it's important to keep reminding them to not to overstretch their bodies and only bend or only stretch as much as is in their comfort zone. This asana is really helpful otherwise in opening the pelvic area, stretching, giving a slight stretch to the abdomen area, giving a good stretch to the back nerves, releasing any tension from the lower body and the upper body. And it also gives a nice stretch to the chest. If you suggest this during the postnatal period, this can help women relieve the stress that happens due to breastfeeding in the chest and the breast area, as it opens the shoulders up and it relaxes the upper chest muscles as well. And it also relieves any stress in the lower body as we are stretching the body and releasing any strain from the lower body. Now, to practice this asana, we first have to come onto our knees. From here, we take one of our leg forward and bend it on the floor. At the same time, just to support ourselves, we keep one hand on the floor and then other hand on the floor, and then bend one knee more closer to the other leg. Now we gently begin to slide the other leg backward as much as we can to come forward. Now this is the basic position and looking forward. From here, to increase the depth of the stretch, we can release one hand and take it back to the leg that is lengthened. And this will increase the stretch in this leg. And look forward. And to give the stretch to the other side, we can keep our left hand on the right knee and take our right hand on the right hand side and look to the right side. This is the third variation. This will give a nice stretch once again to the upper body. Now the next variation is where we can just bend forward, being mindful of the belly, specifically in the third trimester, and only bending as much as is in the comfort zone. And this is the fourth variation. From here, if we want, we can even relax one head or both our hands underneath our chin and giving the full stretch to the body. And from here, if you even further wish to stretch more, we can bend our left leg and try to hold wherever possible. If one can actually come to the feet and look forward, stretch fully, this will stretch the lower back. And release it gently. And all these variations can be practiced on the other side as well. So this is the pigeon pose. This helps relieve and open the hip area, the pelvic region, and helps relieving any back stress on the back, spine, and the neck muscles as well. So just allowing gentle stretching. Now here, remembering not to overstretch, allowing the woman to be in her comfort zone, allowing her to stretch as per her comfort zone is very, very important. Keep reminding her not to forget her belly size, comfort of the baby, and comfort of the belly. Thank you.